guys, welcome back to my ASMR channel. Sammy is here today to introduce you guys to this video. I am just making a little bit of tea here with some cloves and cinnamon. This is sawed-off tea. I get it at the Middle Eastern store, and it has cardamom in it, as you can see. I've added a little bit of almond milk into the mug, and the tea, and I will add some cinnamon here, and then I will just add one clove to my mug. If you add too many cloves, it will get a little bit spicy for the flavoring. So I don't like adding too many cloves, but I just put one in there for one mug. If you're making like a big pot, you can put a couple of cloves. And then I'm adding the hot water. It's gonna foam up a little bit, but it is delicious. And I just stir it up. I'm doing this one-handed here, so the tea is getting tangled, but normally I have two hands and it doesn't get tangled. And it's absolutely delicious, and I love it, and I make it every day. And then we are also getting ready to have Armenian coffee, so we have 3 little cups here. Mine is the little flower hard cup because, you know, I have to be extra. And we're just going to make it in this black pot here, and it's like a little espresso. We just have it in a little cup. This is the little bear on top of the container, and that is the coffee inside. I think I forgot to film us actually drinking it, but anyways, this was my little breakfast snack with deviled eggs and my Mary Ruth liquid vitamins. And then I put on a Disney walkthrough on the TV because that's what I do every morning, just to pretend that I am walking through Disneyland. Here's my little book. I'm going to write in that little book and get ready for the day. So on this day, I went to the zoo, and I am hanging out here with baby Eloise, my favorite baby rhino, and her whole family is out here. So Dad Tim is out, and Mother Kayla is out here. So the whole fam is out. This was actually back in May, I believe, just a couple months ago, so I'm sure she is a lot bigger now, but she's hanging out with Dad here. And normally they were not putting them out all together in this like Sahara part of the zoo that they have, because they did not want Kayla to get pregnant again. I believe baby Eloise is her 5th child. And so I was surprised to see them all out together this day, but it was lovely. But then when the baby was playing with her dad, he was kind of like roughhousing a little bit too hard, and then her leg got stuck in between his 2 horns. So this was kind of like a dramatic moment that was happening right here. And we were all like screaming and yelling for some sort of help. I did put the camera down at this point, and then she did untangle herself. And what ended up happening was that the mom ran over there because she heard us sort of screaming, and she didn't know what was going on. And then the baby had been untangled herself by that time, but the mom went like head to head with the dad. It was crazy. I didn't catch it on film because I had put the camera down to see if we needed to go get help. But as you can see there, she was walking away with the baby because she was a little bit mad, to say the least. So they moved over, and then I was filming this ostrich, and he's just hanging out there as well. But I went back to filming the rhinos, and you can kind of see that Dad was separated there. This guy was peeking out at me again right there. I just noticed. This is sort of a little water part that they have, and it has a huge dip in the bottom so that the animals would not be able to rush you. Okay, that's something I learned. So I went back to check on the baby. She's totally fine. It was just a little bit of roughhousing going on. Dad is like way back there now because he is in the doghouse, okay? Or the rhino house, if you want to call it that. And so I kind of was just checking out the situation. He's still kind of far away from the family, but trying to mosey on over and sort of make his way back in. And I just realized he was having a and feed them if you would like. I think it's just a couple of dollars to do that. Going back to the daddy rhino, he's still in the doghouse / rhino house, but as you can see, he's gotten much closer now. So he is trying to get back into the family, okay, which is great. And then I went to check on the lions. They are doing what I like to do most, which is taking a nap. And also, these are the warthogs. Well, I think I captured one of them there. And then if you want to take a picture with this, you can, the little statue. Back to the lions here. I was trying to get them without the net. So you could see they were still taking a nap. And then these are all the beautiful elephants. The whole family, all the little babies, they're absolutely adorable. And I love watching them. They are just amazing creatures to see at this zoo. And they're always around. I think I captured this because I loved these flowers. So I think that's why I captured that flower bush. And here comes this big elephant just to say hi and see what's going on with all the people. And then they have this huge like treehouse looking thing, and it's like a little cave that you can go inside of, which is very cool. It is near the end of like where all the elephants are. So this is me going inside. There's a little window that you can look out into the Sahara and see the elephants. More of those blue flowers. And then the end of this, you can see the waterfalls, which is one of my favorite parts of the zoo because it's just so beautiful. And there's like little holes in the walls where the elephants will put their trunks and look for hay, and they do that on purpose so that the elephants can sort of exercise and move their trunks and sort of look for the food instead of just being handed the food. But they dump about 500 to 1,000 pounds of hay out here a day for all of the animals, but the elephants consume most of it. And then we have this little squirrel I found, and he looks like he's eating a nut or a cashew or an acorn. I'm not sure, but he was just so cute. I had to capture that. And then I was trying to get some of the birds, and I don't really know what they're called, if they're geese or swans, or I'm guessing geese, but I don't really know the exact name for them. But anyways, as you can see, the family's back together, guys. Everything is okay. A little rough, but okay. And I have gone back and seen them together, and they're fine. This is like a new dinosaur area that they had, and I was trying to capture it, but you have to like pay to go in there, which it's not like a lot of money. I think for a member it's like $5 and maybe 8 or 10 for a non-member, but I didn't have time to go that day. So I went to see the meerkats here, and they're so cool. They're like little bodyguards, and they're like looking out for any danger. They call them the mob, and each one of them has like a task that they do. Then I went to grab a coffee. This is my little cappuccino over here. It was delicious. So you can get food, you can get coffee at the zoo. It's really fun. And there's different times of the restaurants and the cafes being open. So you just have to pay attention to that. This is me with my little Snapchat filter drinking my coffee because I wasn't wearing makeup that day. The lions, again, still napping. They're my favorite. You know, they're doing well. The rhinos are my favorite, but they are my second favorite because they're napping all the time. This is the little lion stand where you can go watch the lions. So it's kind of comfortable because they have like couch seating. So that's what I was doing. And then here we have another geese. I don't